Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and a warm welcome if you're new, honey. So today we are going to get right into this video because y'all, I can't even lie. Olandria is outside right now and she's not playing no games, okay? We're talking about Sports Illustrated photo shoot that we're going to cover, of course. And then also we're going to talk a little bit about these raw conversations that she was having on TikTok about colorism. And then finally, we're going to get a little bit into Amaya Papaya as well, because it looks like she is living her best life traveling around, specifically in Korea, baby. Yes, she's over there in Korea. So we have a lot to get into. So if you guys are ready to get into this story, just stay tuned. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and get into Olandria and this photo shoot. Because y'all, Olandria stepped out and she is now in her Sports Illustrated era. And she did exactly what needed to be done, baby. Like, she is showcasing her confidence, her body, and just her overall aura. So in my eyes, she didn't just take these pictures. She owned almost every single shot she took, as she does. Anyway, y'all already know Olandria knows her angles, baby. And what I really love about this moment for her is that it doesn't feel forced. It really feels like she earned this. Sports Illustrated is huge, okay? For her to be featured on a Sports Illustrated magazine, I feel like she is really constantly elevating. And this is just amazing to see in real time. I'm telling you. Like, y'all, every time I think of Olandria's journey, I think of how she went from elevator sales to reality TV to building her audience on social media, staying consistent, being on the top of the charts, fashion shows, like all of this. And now she is front and center, baby, on Sports Illustrated. So let's just keep it a band, okay? For those who don't know, let's just keep it real, okay? I feel like this was way more than just like, ooh, I'm taking pretty pictures. It's like, yes, I know y'all see me. Whether you love Olandria or hate Olandria, you're going to see her on your timeline. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm so sorry to tell you, baby. I'm so sorry to tell you. But anyway, I digress. Now, y'all, we are about to get into these clips from the behind the scenes of her Sports Illustrated photo shoot. Let's go ahead and watch. Okay, so those were most of the highlights that I could find. I feel like she was serving it with those outfits, the bikini, the shots, the angles. Everything was just very well put together. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the behind the scenes of this photo shoot. And then shortly after that, we're going to listen to Olandria get real about her childhood.
Yeah, so true. Guys, look at this. Oh my God! Do we have more warmers?
Hypothermia. It's so cold. But a face card's still hard. Still fucking tea.
All right, let's come on. Come out. Oh my God.
Are we ready?
It is so cold, y'all. It was even
I am not worthy. I am not worthy. I am not worthy.
You did it! Bitch, I don't ever have to come to Florida ever again. It's that real flow to wild.
Okay, so as you can see, everybody had a really good time. The vibes were vibing. And one thing I have to say is I really love how Olandria's team is so supportive and uplifting. They're always throwing out like positive things, especially when she's doing her photo shoot. They're like, I'm not worthy, and like, girl, yes, you're serving face. And I'm so glad that she has such a strong support system, not only like her family and friends, but also the people that she works with and she's around almost 24/7. Now, guys, this is where things get a little bit deeper because Olandria went on Instagram Live and she started talking about her experience growing up as a dark-skinned girl. And you could tell that these experiences that she dealt with as a young child definitely stuck with her because she talked a lot about seeing negativity towards dark-skinned women and even children when she was younger. And you have to first of all, if you are dark skinned, you already know the situation, and I'm sure you know exactly what she's talking about. But even just being black myself, I have seen and heard so much bad stuff about dark skinned people. I love to come to their defense, especially when they are not around, because first of all, we have to stay united, y'all. It's not a dark versus light thing. It's just us coming together and being unified. But anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and talk about her experience and a certain video that she saw that really stuck with her.
I saw this video. It's like this study. And they would have like these black kids, like these black little girls. They would have a white doll and a black doll. And they were like, which doll is the ugly doll? And they'll like point to the black one. I'll never forget how that made me feel as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why are we programmed at such a young age to think that we're not attractive or not pretty? You know what I mean? Like, so I'm so happy that I'm in a position to show these kids like that black doll is just as beautiful.
Yeah.
And for kids to be like, oh my gosh, I got the Olandria doll. I'm like, see how beautiful that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
really special.
For them to go for the dark skinned Barbie and be like, oh my gosh, I want this. This is the doll to have. It's like, wow. Like, I wish I saw that as a kid. I felt crushed. If I can look up the video, it's on YouTube. It's a study.
No, I seen it. Yeah.
Oh, it crushed me as a kid. I'm like,
you can see the black kids confused
as to why they even thought that. Like, why did you think the black doll was ugly?
Yeah, and you're seeing them register the connection of themselves in the doll and still giving that answer. You know what I mean? Like, you see them pause
and
to
then
be
they'll
like,
ask the kids, after they're asking, like, which doll you think is ugly? Like, they point to the black one. Which doll looks like you? And you can see them hesitated to point back to the black doll. I'm like, baby, you're not ugly. Like, who is that? Why are we, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And that's why I love, like, the whole Bama Barbie things. I'm like,
love it.
That black Barbie is just as beautiful. I want you to know that. And to see the kids asking their parents, like, I want the Alandria doll. It's like, like, in a way, it's like I'm feeding back into that little girl I once was who saw that video for the first time and felt crushed. Because I'm like, am I ugly? Like, why do we feel like that? Like, you know what I mean? So now it's like, let me show you which one is the cute doll. Like, I'm proving something to little Alandria too. Like, that black doll has always been beautiful. And I'm so glad these little kids are starting to like look at a Barbie. I'm like, you know what? That's Alandria. I want that.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
Totally.
She's pretty.
Yes, Olandria girl, you better tell him, okay? Now, the reason why I wanted to include this clip is because I feel like so many black men and women can actually resonate with what she's saying, especially the little girls that were made to feel like they were less than just because of the color of their skin. And I think it's so crazy that she went from experiencing that to now she's in Sports Illustrated making major moves. And like she said, now black little girls specifically have a wonderful dark-skinned queen to look up to, and they have some representation. They can see themselves at the top just like Olandria is. And one thing I really respect about Olandria is the fact that she didn't stop talking about issues like this when she made it to the top. I feel like so many people forget where they come from when they make it to the top, and they just stop talking about stuff like this. They don't want to get canceled. They want to be unproblematic and yada, yada, yada. But Olandria will always have my respect because she continues to speak on these issues, which I think is so important, especially when you're at the top, especially when you have a voice. Also, I feel like people love Olandria because of this, because of her vulnerability, because of her rawness, because she is so relatable to so many people and she's open about it. She's not ashamed of her experiences. She discusses them and she makes sure that we know what's going on, okay, and where she came from in her childhood, period. So I just really love that for her. I hate that she had to deal with that, but I love that she has such a big voice and she's making so many positive influences on these little girls who can now see her as a Bama Barbie and they can just be proud of themselves and proud of what they look like. You know what I mean? Ooh, okay. But anyway, I digress because y'all know how I get about that topic. But now we're going to actually switch gears over to Miss Amaya Papaya because she's been out here living her best life in Seoul, Korea. Like, yeah, she's over there in international waters, honey, thanks to Sephora. And she did us the wonderful favor of documenting her time in Korea, showing us all the cool things. So we are going to go over a lot of the highlights from her time in Korea. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. See her in the tub with the wine. She was doing skincare, hanging out with Uche. It looks like they really just overall had an amazing time in Korea. And then she went out and about looking good with her blue on, baby. One thing about Amaya, she gonna wear that blue. And she took a couple of selfies, a couple of videos of herself. Yes, ma'am, get them angles. I know that's right. Now, another thing we know about Amaya is she is going to get that content. And also, she was with somebody by the name of Shay Durazo. And then, of course, as well, Uche and a few other people as well. And they made some really cute content on TikTok mainly and a little bit on Instagram.
Take you on a shopping spree at Sephora.
John. Zach with a C. Dylan.
Colby.
So after they finished making content, it looks like Amaya and Uche decided to go to Olive Young Global. And, you know, they were strutting their stuff. I'm sure that was probably a part of the Sephora and the brand deals that they are out there doing currently. But you know, Amaya Papaya, she stays in grind mode, baby, and I love to see it. So a mix between her doing these TikToks, between her doing this content, and then, of course, doing the Sephora brand deals. I just feel like she is completely booked and busy, baby. And I love the fact that she is still finding time to take some really cute pictures for us. Like, yes, clock it, because we love to see it. But not only did our girl do her thing with the Sephora brand deals, but she also made sure to take her own brand deals into account as well. So she shouted out Kiss Nails, and y'all already know Amaya Papaya is absolutely obsessed with Kiss Nails. She wore them in the villa and she just loves them so very much. So it's really nice to see that she is doing, you know, a little brand deal with them. And she shouted them out. And then shortly after that, I saw like a little bit of a clip of, I think it was like a Kiss Nails interview where she was answering some questions and she was doing her nails. So we're going to watch just a little quick clip of that because I thought it was kind of adorable, which of course we already know Amaya Papaya is the epitome of adorable. But anyway, come on, let's watch.
Is it me or is it getting hot in here? It definitely would have like a lot of animal print, you know, just like different Shivas, and definitely pick like a unicorn that grew up, but in the best way possible. Oh my God. I literally was wearing Kiss every single day. And like I grew up wearing Kiss. The first times I ever got the Frenchies was with the press-ons by Kiss. Me and Kiss go way back, girl.
Crazy thing is, just like Amaya Papaya, my first press-on set was Kiss Nails. And I remember thinking to myself when I've like tried other sets that Kiss Nails are actually really good quality. They are pretty durable and stuff like that. So if you are ever on a budget, I feel like that is a great cost-efficient option for sure. That's still going to look really nice. Now, in regards to me, I do prefer to go to the salon. But if I ever needed to get some press-on nails, oh, I definitely get Kiss Nails. Hands down, 1,000%. Now, guys, I have to admit, I love the fact that Amaya Papaya has gone to Korea. I feel like she covered all bases. She worked with Sephora. She did her content. She was talking about a bunch of different things on TikTok as well. She was talking about skincare, the way she did her hair when her flat iron stopped working. Y'all know Amaya Papaya is the content queen, baby, just period. And also in regards to Olandria, I am so proud of her for doing this Sports Illustrated magazine. I am so shocked that she managed to keep it a secret, but that really just goes to show that she has very trustworthy people in her circle, because didn't nobody say nothing to nobody. There was no leaks, no anything of that nature. So I feel like that's really a testament. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I had to talk to y'all about today. If you made it this far, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell. That way you're notified every time I post. And in the meantime, y'all be careful out here, because the world and the people are cray. Okay, love you. Bye.